Here's a Football for Life special report on Crystal Palace's European night. Detailed, dramatic, and engaging, blending the triumph with the emotion of transition. Crystal Palace 1-0. A bittersweet European first step. Selhurst Park has witnessed plenty of drama over the years, but Thursday night brought a cocktail of pride, defiance, and bittersweet farewells. Crystal Palace, in their first ever major European tie, secured a 1-2-0 win over Norwegian side Fredrikstad in the UEFA Conference League playoff. The scoreline was narrow, but the meaning ran deep. Palace are writing new history. Yet, for all the celebration, the shadow of Eberechi Eze's imminent departure to Arsenal hung heavy over proceedings. Pulled from the squad hours before kickoff, Eze was present but silent, tucked away in the stands as supporters held up "Thank you" S signs and wore his number 10 shirt with pride. It was a reminder that football's joy and pain often collide on the same night. The match. Mateta, the hero on the pitch. The talisman was not Eze, but Jean-Philippe Mateta. He had already rattled the post in the first half, showing his intent. And when Will Hughes shot ricocheted inside the box early in the second half, Mateta instinctively stooped to glance the ball into the net. It wasn't a thunderbolt, but it was Palace's first ever European goal. A moment supporters will cherish long after Eze's departure fades from headlines. Daniel Munoz later hit the woodwork with a header that could have doubled the lead, while Fredrikstad, stubborn, if unspectacular, clung to the tie with just enough resilience to leave the return leg in Norway alive. The atmosphere, defiance and celebration. Selhurst Park under the lights was in full voice, but also in protest. Fans booed the Conference League anthem and unfurled anti-UEFA banners. A direct response to the club's demotion from the Europa League after multi-club ownership breaches. Yet, when fireworks cracked above the ground and the whistle blew for kickoff, the bitterness gave way to celebration. For the first time in 27 years, Palace were back in Europe. And this time, they started with a win. Before kickoff, the club proudly displayed the FA Cup and Community Shield they had lifted earlier in 2025. Proof that this is not just a side dabbling in European football, but one genuinely growing in stature. Life after Eze. Still, the absence of Eze was impossible to ignore. His imminent transfer to Arsenal was confirmed by manager Oliver Glasner after the match. EBs will not play for us anymore. It's gone. We wish him all the best, but now we must move forward. Chairman Steve Parish echoed the sentiment, promising reinforcements before the window closes. Eze has been fantastic for us, but we must find the right players to support Oliver and the team. Attention now turns to replacements. Leicester's Bilal, El Canis and Club Brugge's Christos Tzolis are on the radar. While defensive reinforcements may be needed if Mark Guéhi, linked with Liverpool, moves on. Glasner was frank in his assessment, admitting Palace missed the chance to plan earlier for Eze's exit. What it means for Palace, this was both an ending and a beginning. The end of the Eze era, certainly, but also the beginning of what could be a deep European run. Glasner has tasted continental success before with Eintracht Frankfurt, and his know-how could prove invaluable. The 1-2-0 win doesn't guarantee progress. Fredrikstad will fancy their chances back home, but Palace travel to Norway with the advantage and the knowledge that history has already been made. The story of the Eagles in Europe has only just begun. Full time. Crystal Palace 1-0. Fredrikstad scorer Mateta 52.